Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to talk about some politics. I'm going to talk about ways on how you can save money. Maybe perhaps you want to have an office for your private security company or private investigations company. So to begin with, as you know already, if you are subscribed to the channel for a while, this is a channel where I get into politics. And that is because, hey, I have to. If you want to keep the private security industry thriving, we're going to talk about politics. And we're also going to talk about all of the anti-law enforcement rhetoric, because those of you who are in private security, when the walls come down in law enforcement, okay, the support for law enforcement come down, private security is next. And in several videos on this channel, I discuss how all of the anti-police rhetoric is having an effect on the private security industry with legislation. I talk about that in actually quite a bit of videos. If you are brand new to this channel or you're thinking about maybe subscribing, if you are against law enforcement, if you are against private security, don't even subscribe. Just go, get out. I don't need you on this channel. For those of you who have been loyal to the channel and constantly chiming in and having some good feedback, creating good dialogue is what I meant to say, I welcome you back to this video and I really appreciate you. So, let's talk about the Oscars. Now, in the Oscars, there was some anti-police rhetoric. Any criticism regarding the police during the Oscars is anti-police rhetoric. Plain and simple. Okay? This is where I have a huge problem with police officers who work this event. You guys who work this Grammys Awards, LAPD especially, I hope that you reconsider I hope you reconsider working these events. You think those people that are over there, you think they support you? Matter of fact, I hold you in a lower regard of the law enforcement structure. Okay, I hold you in a lower regard if you're working these events. If it's voluntary, okay, if it's mandatory, okay, but voluntary, why would you contribute to the success of all this anti-police rhetoric? Because these movie stars, they get up there and they criticize you, and it's not just criticism, it's anti-police rhetoric, and it keeps going on and on. And you guys that work these events, you're supporting that. Those of you who work private security, now remember, there's about 200 LAPD officers. Next, including command staff. Now, as for you who are working private security, there's probably a little bit over 1,000. I do know quite a bit of you who do work the Grammys and these award festivals and events. You are also contributing to the demise of law enforcement, which eventually will lead to the demise of the private security, the quality of the private security industry. Okay? You're out there supporting these celebrities who support legislation that's against you guys who are in private security, and those of you guys who are in law enforcement. Why would you even do that? Okay? They're saying all these things, and it is you guys, private security and law enforcement, who will end up maybe giving your life, giving your liberty, okay, because you might be prosecuted for a crime just to defend other people or even yourself nowadays, especially in Los Angeles. But why? Okay, if it's for the money, well, there's other things to do for money. But let's join together and stop working these events that give these celebrities a platform of security. Okay? That's just what I'm saying. Until they start respecting us. Fair enough? Okay? Everything I say in this video is from me personally, my opinion. I don't represent any law enforcement agency. This is not professional advice, not legal advice. This is just my personal opinion, exercising my First Amendment. This has nothing to do with me protecting others out there and my intent on protecting others. Hey, everybody, maybe fortunately or unfortunately, deserves to be protected under the Equal Protection Clause of the U.S. Constitution, right? Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about offices. So right now, you can get offices in some places for cheaper than others. A lot of businesses have vacated their offices. There are strip malls out there. There's shopping centers, retail centers. They're empty, okay, because of COVID-19 and everything else going on. What you want to do is look at how the economy is going right now. And I don't know what your thoughts are, but I think this is all a lie. The S&P 500 reached a record high. I think we're at 4,100 points, going towards 4,200 points. We hit record highs, okay? How's that possible? The U.S. Treasury keeps pumping out money that we don't have. As a result, we have inflation. If you want to see how our economy is doing, you traditionally would look at the S&P 500. The S&P 500 features the top 500 companies in the United States. And when I mean top, I mean companies that produce a significant amount of revenue. Okay, the top 500. Now, I believe that the numbers are maybe not honest, because you can get hedge funds. I mean, I'm not talking about all hedge funds, but maybe some hedge funds managers and maybe social media influencers and other people that are inflating the numbers out there, and they keep buying and buying and buying, and then sooner or later we might see a bubble crash. Okay, the stock market might eventually just crash. So are we really on the road to recovery, or did we just start off on where we left? Okay, I just don't see that road to recovery right now. Well, I see a small road to recovery, a narrow road, but I don't see why we should be up here with the S&P 500. What I'm saying is perhaps a recession is on the way. The stock market might crash. Okay, maybe again. What you might end up finding after this crash is offices for your private security company, for your private investigation company, for a lot cheaper than what it usually is perhaps a discounted price. Okay, I'm not sure right now, because see, the thing is, we have mortgage assistance, rental assistance, there's assistance for businesses who are under, and are they back to where they were, or are they just back to where they are right now because of all of the government assistance? That's really hard to gauge right now. I think in a year or 2 years we'll be able to have a better idea. But see, this is what I recommend right now at this moment. If you want to have a private security office or private investigation office, look for a place that will give you a discount. See, look, a shopping center gets value from you being there. If you have the words private security, okay, even firearms training, private security training, investigations or something like that, you're actually serving as a deterrent to that shopping center, and more people are more apt to shop there because they feel a little bit more secure, especially in more dangerous areas. Okay, they see your office there. So not only is a shopping center or a building getting or profiting or getting value from you paying your monthly rent, your presence, the type of operation you have is going to definitely attract more customers in the area, and maybe even tenants. Okay, so what I recommend is you ask for a discounted price. You see, all over the world, shopping centers, retail establishments, they give police departments free rent or a significant amount of discounted rent just to have their police station or substation at these facilities or these buildings. You could do the same thing. Okay, you can offer maybe 50% of the price, 25%, and if they don't want to negotiate, then go somewhere else. Okay, but I don't believe that you should have to pay the same amount as other tenants, because you're actually attracting customers with your presence, and you don't have to provide private security services on the premises. You don't. Okay, just by you having that base where there's private security patrol cars, investigators doing their work. Okay, that's deterring crime. Okay, maybe not all crime, but I think a significant amount of crime. Okay. Now also, during hard times, if you have an office, try to create some other services. So try to create a public notary, especially if you're a private investigator. You can actually create a sworn, you can actually create affidavits, or sign off on affidavits now because you're a public notary. You're actually a public officer. Okay. Same thing with security. Offer notary services. Offer mailbox services or something different. See, you might have support staff, like a receptionist or something like that. If this person isn't busy, this person could be producing income for you guys by doing the notary, by being maybe the manager to the mailboxes or managing the mailbox service. Okay, you create income like that, constant flow. Okay, money flow as well. Okay. So otherwise, just let me know what your thoughts are. Those of you who are thinking about doing a home office, yes, I highly recommend a home office until you start getting significant amount of revenue for your business. Okay, private security and private investigations, do the home office. Okay, people are not going to go to you because, for the most part, because you have a nice office. No, they want to get your they're really buying you, the value that you portray to them. Okay, they're not buying the office, they're not paying for the office, they're paying for you. Okay, let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any suggestions on how to get discounted offices, I know some of you are private security company owners. You guys make some great comments on a lot of my videos. I'm really interested in knowing what you guys think and brainstorming out there. Okay, you guys, take care and be safe.